Greetings and salutations, all you beautiful YouTube friends and family. How are we doing today? Barbecue Rockstar here today, and as you can see outside, guys, it's another sweltering day here in Texas. Today it's only about 2,000 and screw you degrees outside, so instead of going out there and cooking, we're gonna go out there and cook. Yep. But today, guys, we don't have to babysit. Hell to the nizzle, no. It's so hot out there, I seen a copperhead blowing on a June bug before he ate him. That's how damn hot it is out there. It's so hot out there, folks, I don't even need to fire up the pit to cook these ribs. I'm gonna do it on the concrete sidewalk. That's right. Folks, if nobody has ever shown you a video where they fully cook to a safe temperature, internal temp, baby back ribs on the concrete, well, it ain't gonna be today either, because today we're doing pecan wood, guys, but it is hot enough. I bet you could probably do a hamburger on the patio. It's so hot. So anyway, guys, before we get into all that, I think we need a little pop off that soda water. Get a little pop off that belly water down there and get a little suds in us. Okay, guys, so today we do have a twin pack of some pretty nice looking baby back ribs that Christy got at Sam's. And she got them for a pretty good price, $2.48 a pound. These were fresh. She put them in the freezer when she bought them a couple of weeks ago, so that we can have these beautiful ribs. Looks like they peeled a lot of the silver skin off. We may have to go in there and get that little membrane out of there in between these two muscles here and here, because trust me, guys, that's stringy and nasty and you don't want to eat it. Now today for our rubs, guys, we're going to be doing a Salt Lick original dry rub. That's going to be our base coat. We're going to come in with a little bit of gospel from Meat Church, Matt Pittman, shout out. And then of course we're going to do a finishing glaze of Texas sugar. Guys, this is a really awesome blend of rubs. We're gonna try not to overpower these baby backs, but we're gonna get some serious flavor. We're gonna come back with a little bit of sweet there at the end. Stick around. Okay, guys, I just ran these over, ran them under rather, some cold water. Anytime they're coming out of a nitrogen gas flush cryovac, it's always a good idea to rinse that off, guys. I don't know about you, but I don't necessarily need a bunch of nitrogen in my diet. We're already doing ourselves we're not doing ourselves any favors by eating smoked barbecue, health-wise, but I'm gonna do it anyway, guys, because I love barbecue, okay? So now that we've done that, we're going to trim off any little nasties that we see, right? Any little extra, any little extra stuff that's just gonna burn up. Come in here and take that right off, okay? Any of this stuff, guys, that's not palatable, we will just put on the grill for the dogs and let them eat it, because although these are just backyard style ribs, I like to make mine look and taste just as good as I can. So take this last bone off of there and that'll be a little something for the dogs. I also like to trim them up to where they're about the same size, because these are not, but they're close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and peel that membrane too, guys. Sometimes I peel it, sometimes I don't. But with baby backs, typically it's easier than St. Louis style, because the membrane is a little bit thinner. Easier said than done, right? Didn't get it all that time. That's okay, just go back where you left off and grab that sucker, that little rascal, and get him. And if you don't get it all, guys, they're not gonna throw you in jail. The food police, I think they're taking this week off. So don't worry about the food police, guys, okay? Do your own thing in your backyard, right? Today, these are going to be a rather, oh man, easy for me to say, a rather low-key cook, guys, because These are just gonna be for Christy and I. So get these ready for our slather, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, so we are ready to slather these guys. Okay, today we're just using a little bit of yellow mustard. I thought about using some, I can't believe it's not butter, but I thought, you know what, today we'll just go ahead and do just regular old yellow mustard here. We're not gonna use a lot, guys. We're just gonna use enough to, just enough to do a schmear, as they say, right? Just do a schmear. And this obviously is for two reasons. It helps insulate the meat. Baby backs are somewhat lean, guys. Being a loin back rib, loin meaning lean in English, okay? Loin coming from the old Viking language of lean and don't turn your back on it because you'll burn your freaking ribs up, you dummy. That's what that translates to in Nordic speak. I think it's called don't turn your back on your barbecue, you stupid idiot, because if you do, you'll burn up your ribs. I think that's what it translates to. I don't know, guys. Hit them with a little bit on the front. And yes, guys, I do sanitize my bottles. I'm handling pork, which is not good, without gloves because I don't have any. Sorry about that. Again, the food police, I believe, are off this week, so I think we'll get by this time with no penalty. But yes, generally I do wear gloves when I season my meat, because pork just kind of weirds me out. Pork and chicken, man. Beef doesn't bother me. Veal, you know, lamb, all that stuff doesn't bother me. Pork and chicken, for some reason, that really bothers me. Now I'm gonna go hit it with a little soap and water, okay? A little Dawn dish soap, right? Now guys, these ribs are very, very cold, okay? And the reason for that, sorry about that, let me get back on camera here. The reason for that, guys, is because there is a zone, a temperature zone, okay, in which proteins stop absorbing smoke. And that is generally between 145 and 170 degrees, okay? They call it the stall. Basically, it stops, the meat stops cooking because it's pushing out so much moisture. It's creating a barrier, and then you have to wait for that absorption rate to come back in. And so the product quits, it stops absorbing the smoke flavor at that time. So all that to say this, we want to have this product as cold going on the smoker as we can, so we can have a better smoke pickup and absorption initially, okay? Which means when you first put them on the grill, okay? So we are going to start on the back of our ribs, hit them with all three of our rubs. Okay, now this rub that we're starting with, guys, I think is the most aggressive, this salt lick. So we're gonna be a little bit less aggressive. The Gospel, that's pretty heavy duty stuff too, guys. That's gonna give us a little bit of color, a little bit more spice, a little bit more savory, okay? And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I like to tip my jars upside down once I shake them, because contents do settle, right? So we want to, we always want to get the best mix that we can on there. I'm gonna let these sit for about 10 minutes and absorb. I'm not gonna touch them. We'll flip them over, do the same to the top. Back in a minute. Okay, we're gonna put these in the middle. Okay, and we're going to scrunch them together. Okay, we want to make them as compact as we can so that they can cook more evenly that way. It does speed up or slows down the cooking time ever so slightly, guys, but we don't care. We're more interested in a big meaty bite than we are cooking time at this point. So we'll close this guy down. We'll go about 1 hour. We'll check to see if it's time to start spritzing. When it does, we will be spritzing with 50% apple cider vinegar, 50% beer. Be back in a moment. Look at that, guys. Barely any smoke at all. And what is coming out of there is blue and transparent, guys. So that's really what you want, okay? We come over here and see that our temperature is rock steady at about 250. I do sometimes cook hot and fast, but not with baby backs. I find that I need to be kind of gentle with them. So I'm gonna try to keep this cool at 250 if I can. So we'll check in after a while, but look at that smoke, guys. That smoke is just absolutely perfect. Wispy blue smoke. Okay, all right, well, like I said, we're gonna give it about an hour, come back and see if she's ready to start spritzing. Well, guys, it would appear that Miss Christie came back from the store with more protein. So we will be putting a little bit more on the smoker here. We're gonna throw some Johnsonville brats on there she brought back and some bone-in chicken thighs as well. We're gonna hit them with the same 3 rubs that we hit the ribs with, and we'll get these out on the smoker. All right, guys, we are coming up on the, where are we? Let's see, we're at a 3.5 hour mark, and believe it or not, guys, everything is done 3.5 hours in. We've already wrapped our ribs earlier and we sauced them. We got some skin on chicken thighs, bone-in skin on chicken thighs. That's some bratwurst up there that we smoked, and some red new potatoes. So we're gonna get this off, take it inside, and we'll present it to you. All right, guys, 3.5 hours, and we are done with the cook. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know if the potatoes are all the way done because I got them on a little bit late, but the skin on bone-in chicken thighs, the bratwurst, and the ribs. Now, the ribs were already done really before I got them on the wrap there, but went ahead and sauced them and wrapped them. Basically because it's freaking hot outside and I'm tired of cooking, so yeah. Oh yeah. Looky here, guys. We got bone disintegration on the back side there. Okay. We're just gonna take these here. I'm gonna throw these on the cutting board there for you so you can see what we got. Oh, it's already falling apart. Look at that. We didn't necessarily want that, but we'll make it work. Okay. So, make sure you guys can see that in the shot there. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, great. So, I would normally let these rest, but we're hungry, so we're gonna go ahead and cut into these guys and see what we've got here. Oh yeah, beautiful smoke ring, guys. Oh, and of course Starsky's here in his ever-present spot. Bella, you were a good help today too. Okay, guys. Let's show our YouTube friends and family what we've got here. We're just going to take one of these out of the middle here to show you indeed what we've got there, guys. And we've got a beautiful smoke ring. I think you could probably pick that up in the shot. Okay, we're going to take a little bite here and see. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely rub forward. Mmm. Mmm. Guys, that is really something special there. Yeah, you can taste the pepper. Wow. Taste the cumin. I can even taste the sweet peach from the barbecue sauce there. Well, guys, listen, thanks so much for watching us today. I hope that you enjoyed this cook. Stick around because the next video that we're going to upload, guys, is going to be our 4th of July cook where we are catering an event. I think we're going to do 5 or 6 briskets and 10 or 15 slabs of ribs and maybe a pork shoulder. So tune in. Make sure you hit your bell icon to all. Make sure you get all notifications. And we'll see you next time. Barbecue Rockstar out.